Greetings, everyone. It is GleeCon back at you again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last one, we read about the history of the humans, as far as we can tell, or at least not. We've done the human history, the Alliance history, in a lot of different ways, a lot of different formats so far. So this was a new one, and it took Bronzebeard's perspective. It had a lot of profanity in it, and it not that I'm particularly averse to profanity, I just don't love it on this show because I try to be as welcoming as I can to all audiences. Heck, stay a while and listen. I'm going to jump right in with Erator because I'm going to fill you in on why in a moment. The long and the short of it is that Erator here, who I just can't get over this piece of garbage weapon. Like, my other people that are similar have twice as much, 3 times as much DPS as he does. I need a weapon. I'm getting close to the point where I'm just gonna buy one or make one. Like, what's up with this? Oh, I see. He just doesn't quite have it because there's a 2-handed mace that I've got to be pretty close to being able to build. That's already turned on. I have some copper. Alright, so we'll look into building that here. I'll build another rough grinding stone. Why not? I don't know what level I can get this up, but there is a 2-handed mace. Oh, you know what? It probably requires a bunch of freaking leather and stuff too. But you know what? Maybe I'll buy some things on the auction house. I don't know. Alright, so the point is that
need something?
One, we are on Redridge Mountains mountain quests, and I'll fill in the last episodes on what we did and stuff like that next time. I need that. I don't care about the banana. We have a lot that's going on here. Look at this. I've got just a bunch of things I can build. On the last episode that we did through World of Warcraft Classic, we ended up playing with Kalia. This entire cycle, I just took it for granted. I thought Kalia was going to be doing Redridge Mountains. So all of the people that I have, I've literally run through the Redridge Mountains quests 3 times the first batch. And then I realized when I got there with my final one, Kalia, no, I need to do Stone's Talon. And Erator has already done the first batch. Now, it's not a long batch. We will survive. But why is he in Westfall? Why is he back in Westfall? You may ask. And that's because of a couple reasons. One, you need to... If you remember when we did the Westfall quests, we ended up doing a quest where we got sent to Redridge Mountains from Westfall in order to continue the Defius storyline. And it's something that's important before we do the Dead Mines. But the other reason is, so once we got there, you turn in that quest, and he just turns around and sends you right back. So we're going to read this quest right here. It's called the Defius Brotherhood. So after you got sent there, where is the Defius? This one. Okay, so he says, take Wiley's note to Gryan Stoutmantle in Westfall. So Gryan's note, Wiley's note, reads thus. Stoutmantle. Some nerve sending a total stranger to discuss the Defius gang. Once you saved my life, and now you put it in great peril. But I owe you. The Defius Brotherhood is larger than you think. Every mine from Westfall to Elwyn Forest is under their control, as we read about in the last episode. Kobolds and gnolls have been enlisted to do their dirty work. They have goblins crafting metal monsters to place in the Westfall fields to prey on the superstitions of the local residents. They have a vast underground network built, bigger than you know, Stoutmantle, from Booty Bay right to Stormwind Keep. You may be a brave paladin, but you are a fool if you think you can shut them down. They are working on a weapon of mass destruction. After all, there's one thing stonemasons know, it's how to build big. You didn't think this was about pumpkin farms and vineyards now, did you? I repaid your favor, now leave me be, W. That's Wiley. So this is what he has to say, and we'll tell Gryan Stoutmantle that.
Help?
Good to see you back, Erator. What did Wiley have to say for himself? Bah, I should have let that scoundrel rot when I had the chance. All this information is crucial. Good work. I wonder what Wiley meant when he mentioned the stonemasons. This is another clue in this Defius storyline. Perhaps it was a slip of the tongue. Could the Defius gang be related to the stonemasons? Only one man would know for sure. Matthias Shaw, head of SI-7. Show him Wiley's note. See if he has anything to add to this growing mystery. If you have trouble finding Shaw, check the barracks in Old Town.
For the Alliance.
Alright, so we have another step going on there now. That's neato. I don't know what I can do with some of these things here. Don't need that. I'm just checking to see what I can sell. Yeah, I think we're okay with selling some of the stuff that we have. Alright, so we will read about some of the other quests. I really didn't do a ton of quests. I'm going to sell this Murloc fin. I need that. The Spider Ichor is used. That's not what you need for the first aid. I don't believe. I really don't. Here's Werner's note. That's something else that we need to do. I kind of want to sell that, but yeah, I'll sell that too. Who needs it? Core stone. That's going to be a little bit something different. Gosh. See, what's going to kill me is that hammer is probably going to require some leather. It's probably going to require some gems, and I'm not going to have any of that. All right. Okay. I think we're all right. So,
see you later.
Another quest, another reason why I'm out here is because there's a quest you pick up in Lakeshire, which is the main town of Redridge. It's called Dry Times. Barkeep Daniels of Lakeshire needs a keg of these 4 things. So I find myself quite in a pinch here, Arator. The bottles are close to running dry. The latest booze shipment is long overdue. The orc invasion has been hell. Perhaps you can go to work for me. I need you to pick up a keg of Thunderbrew lager from Grim Booze Thunderbrew in the Westfall Hills. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me that's this guy. Oh man, he is. It is. Okay. So that's a little bit of a walk. A cask of Merlot from Stormwind. A bottle of moonshine from Darkshire. That's going to be a bit annoying. And a skin of sweet rum from Goldshire. Bring these back to me, and I'll see to it that you are rewarded. So we are going to do this as well. So this is between the running back and forth of this Defius into Stormwind and yada yada yada. We have some things cut out for us. So now we're going to run down on the way. If we happen to get any gore tusks, sure, why not? I'm not going in there. That's the quest for Dead Mines. I'm not worried about that yet. That's actually underground in Dead Mines. But what do we need from the gore tusks, you say? Let's look at this other quest we picked up. That's why my quest log is full. I'm not going to read necessarily every single one until we get on the flight path. But if you look at this Redridge Goulash, it says Chef Brianna of Lakeshire wants 5 pieces of tough condor meat, 5 great gore tusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat. Nothing would please me more than to make you some Redridge Goulash when we get the recipe for this. But there's a slight problem. During the recent orc uprising, I fed the entire brigade of Stormwind troops. My cupboard is now bare. But if you can provide me with ingredients, I'd be happy to oblige. Just bring me 5 pieces of tough condor meat, the 5 great gore tusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat. So that's what we're going to do for the old bean. We are going to help her out. We're going to do a little fighting. I hope we're going to be able to do some other things as we go. So that is not a great... It says gore tusk. But I don't know if that is considered a great gore tusk snout. It doesn't list it as a great gore tusk there. So I don't know that qualifies. There is a great gore tusk as opposed to just one of these other little fat piggies right there. We do need the great ones. Now I think Arator, even despite his terrible damage, can probably hang against a pig, although he is currently my worst character due to his terrible weapon. It might be better to build a weapon, to buy one I mean, than... Yeah, his DPS is just terrible. Or Buddy Boy McGee's axe. But at this point, most of them can hold their own, but not he. And that's mostly due to his terrible weapon, I believe. We're doing 3-point-something DPS per second, so... my primary purpose is not to kill these out here. I think we can kill them wherever we go. Primary purpose is to go talk to Grimbrew there, and then we're going to have to run back up and fight our way back up, and then fly back to Stormwind, because the Hearthstone is set to Redridge, and we're going to... Okay, we got some chunks of boar meat. Neato. Thanks. I guess I'll do Blessing of Mana on you for 5 minutes. I mean, what do you want from me here? Where are we headed? Okay, so we do need to kind of go this way. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna fight. And there's Wilma the Human Road. I do plan on filling you guys in on the rest of the quests, but we're gonna do it in a time-sensitive way. So that as I'm sure like I said, we're going to probably have some flights and stuff that we need to do, because the Redridge quests have sent us everywhere. And there we go. We got 1 snout, and we only need 5, so I'm nothing to sneeze at. Yes, don't worry. I will be here for the next almost hour, so... Alright, we're just going to keep on killing piggies. Man, the spirit is pretty low, too. I would think it would be a little better than that. I don't know. Don't have any talent points available. Okay, we got ourselves another snout. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of my boiled clams. I guess I could drink my water, too. Bring that up. What else do we need it for? Yo no say, and I have some milk. That's really why I was fine with that. Thanks, Fire Hazard. I appreciate the buff there. Okay, so we've gotten a couple Gortusk snouts, and maybe we'll get a couple more on the way. I truly don't care. Actually, dang, look at us. We are very close to leveling up. So it's kind of neat that they sent us back here. This is going to be good for our XP, considering Erator is literally the lowest level character I have. Nobody is a 17 anymore. The lowest is 18. So that's quite alright. I mean, I guess it's not really that bad, because Kalia was 18 barely at the start of this past one. So maybe he'll catch up a little bit here. Look at that. Some mage is like frozen the whole lot of them. Look at me. Alright. What do I have? So I'm going to pick another Divine Strength, which will just increase my strength as it sounds. But I'm also 18, so now when we go to Stormwind, we can also try and purchase some level ups. I don't know. That's what's going to... Also, like, the money is not that good. What are we gonna do, you know? A big part of it's because blacksmithing... I've read this before, and I can't disagree. Blacksmithing is a huge drain on resources in terms of money. Like, it is not a moneymaker. It's so expensive, and the stuff you make sells for nothing. It's trash. Like enchanting... stuff you can make with enchanting. Now, I guess it makes sense because you're not selling those mats. You're not selling the like BOEs that you pick up. But enchanting, like, you can, for one piece of like one light thing, like magical whatever, magic essence or whatever it is, you can make a magic wand and make over 5 silver profit. So, look, there is a 4 right there. I do want that, because when we're in there, I hope to level up enough. I'm gonna see what it takes. I need a new weapon. It's starting to, like, oppress my mind. I need a new 2-handed hammer. One freaking loot stinker. I guess I could tell somebody, hey, can I have that? Can you leave behind leather or whatever you find? Because that'd be great. I need some leather. I can look and see how much it costs on the auction house. If we got more up here, and he needs it, so I'm gonna do it. His mining's a little bit subpar. Ooh, I got a tiger's eye. That's good, because I don't know if I'm gonna need a stone for that. I'm gonna need a rough grinding stone, but that's okay. I have those. What worries me is the need for the leather. So I'm gonna have to weigh out how much does a couple pieces of leather cost on the auction house versus how much does I don't see. I have to come around here. Versus how much does just a wholesale weapon, like a white weapon from the. Dang it. Yeah, so that's a kind of a cost analysis that we're gonna have to do. All right, so maybe if I jump. Oh yeah, I did it with a skilled jump. Erator. He may not do a lot of damage. But nobody can jump better in full. Actually, I guess it's not plate mail. I guess it's still just mail. So after we get this bucket of liquor, and it says it's a huge sack of gold he's going to be giving us, so they better make with that gold, because I could use a huge sack of it. Alright, we're gonna kind of run around here. Gotta make it to old Grim Guzzler McGee's axe. I don't want to fight too many Defias if I can help it. I've already spent plenty of time. As the followers of this show know, we have spent more time than we can possibly need to killing Defias knuckle dusters and such. But at least I'm level 18 now. Yeah, I'm kind of in a boring path right now where I'm just increasing my strength. I've done Judgment. I've done Blessing. Oh, I forgot. That's one thing. Blessing Bite's not on me. Okay, so that's partly why my defense, why my offense has been sucking. That's one of the main ways I'm supposed to increase my offense. All right, so I don't have more of these for you. Wait a minute. I need the keg of Thunder Brew. I need the hops for the Thunder Brew. You got to be kidding me. Oh, so now I've got to actually go get hops. Oh, gosh. That is painful. What's more painful is I'm pretty freaking sure we already did this quest with this guy. Also, look at all these things we're going to have to sell. Like I'm going to have to throw away soon. Alright. Wait, that is a keg of Thunder Brew. I already have it! I am sad. I didn't even realize he had it already. I am abandoning this quest. Okay, we did it. I only have one charge left. Just don't drink my final charge. It doesn't say it has to be a full keg. So, we could have avoided all that, but hey, you know what? We got a couple gore tusk snouts out of it, and I will take that. So now we're going to go back, and we have to now go to Stormwind. So we're going to need to fly over to Stormwind, because we have some things that we need to purchase from there, and some moves possibly to buy. I don't know. Let's see, there's a chunk of boar meat. Can I cook any of this? Roasted boar meat, yes, but I can't do anything with it. I can make the gore tusk liver pie. Sounds completely delicious. Who wouldn't want that? I can make the mild... So I can increase some of that with just some mild spices. If I had bear meat, I have the things needed to make some blood sausage with a little bit of bear meat. Okay, that's a regular gore tusk. That's a regular gore tusk. Okay. There's one of those dust devils. Remember once upon a time when they looked just like an impossible force? Like, why would they appear? And now you can see why. they're just a random challenge. Like, we could fight a Dust Devil and be okay at this point. Alright, so we also have a Messenger to Stormwind. Let's just look at some of these other quests as we get going. This is it says, Magistrate Solomon has given you a report, which must be delivered to General Marcus. Jonathan in Stormwind, the judge wants you to return to him as soon as the delivery is made. It looks as though the old judge is... it says, these are trying times, Paladin. The township is under constant siege, so this is like the guy in the center of Lakeshire. Without reinforcements, we will certainly face defeat. The message I now entrust you is of utmost importance. Get this report to General Marcus Jonathan of Stormwind immediately. Once your delivery is made, return to me at once with any news, be it good or bad. So
it's too far away.
Okay, so cool. That we can actually probably also look at the report. Look at said report. Where is it in here? This is Wiley's note. We've already read it. I guess we're supposed to bring that back. Where's Jonathan's report? Here is the state of Lakeshire. This is the... So we'll read that when we get on the plane here in just a second. So I would like to sell... Do we have a shop? I'm not going to go that far out of my way because when we get to Stormwind, we'll also have plenty of opportunity to sell. We are going to unfortunately have to spend whatever, a couple silver or something going to Stormwind, but definitely beats the alternative. I would pay a couple silver for that. So to Stormwind we go. 1 silver. Alright, so let's look at our inventory. We also... Werner's note? Well, that's a separate one. We'll read about that in a minute. Okay, my lord, war is upon us. Doom hearkens from our doorstep. A magistrate of the township of Lakeshire. As magistrate, it is my duty to report the recent military activity that has taken place in His Majesty's easternmost colony. Contained within these pages you will find an account of the state of Lakeshire, nestled within the Redridge Mountains. Whoopsie. The loss of the Stonewatch Keep was very grave. In previous reports I detailed for you the alliance between the Blackrock clan of orcs and the warlock known as Morganth. The Blackrock orcs fought with horrific savagery, undoubtedly fueled by the evil magic of Morganth. Many of His Majesty's most valiant soldiers perished trying to defend the keep, but ultimately nothing could be done. Oddly enough, Morganth turned on his orcish cohorts shortly after their wretched victory. The warlock constructed an arcane tower in the northeast and has used his powers to build a small army of Shadowhide gnolls to serve his malicious biddings. Both orc and man have fallen victim to the vicious brutes that serve the warlock. As to what betrayal took place between Morganth and Gath-il-Zog, the Blackrock warlord, one can only speculate at this point. To our peril, the foul orcs seem more concerned with the demise of His Majesty's good citizens. In the last fortnight, the Blackrock clan staged a ruthless offensive on Lakeshire. Many brave men lost their lives that grim day. The orc forces advanced with such speed and fury that the bridge spanning Everstill was but a ruin. Our war supplies have greatly dwindled. We lack bandages to mend the wounds of the fallen. Now I ask of His Majesties to support the good people of Lakeshire in this time of need. We are in need of new soldiers to defend the territory, as well as new instruments of war to replace those lost on the battlefield. Food and building supplies run low as well. Please, my lord, help us keep the final bastion between man and wretched orc thriving. The enemy must be kept out of the kingdom of Stormwind. I fear a greater and darker evil brewing in the cauldron of corruption that the Northlands have become. It is imperative that the kingdom of Stormwind take action, lest we seek to become fading memories to the living or slaves to the enemy. Signed, Magistrate Solomon, Township of Lakeshire, Kingdom of Stormwind. Okay. Out in the front, right here, is where we will bring one of these letters, but I'm not as worried about it right now. Here's the other one that we need to do about the Defius. So first I'm going to cut on over this way. For 2 reasons. One, we can mess with the old blacksmithing, which my blacksmithing is really not that high. 2, we can turn in the deathiest stuff to Matthias Shaw. So it's obviously, as you can see, whenever we do the Dead Mines, which is the first Alliance quest, and it's coming up quite soon, you... maybe now I'll sell some of this stuff. You know what?
Hello.
I wonder if, like, I can find some leather strips here. Wouldn't that be neat? I'm not going to sell that. I feel like spider ichor and intestines, if I had bear meat, like, I'm on the fence about selling that. That's really, there's not a lot I could sell other than that. See, this is leatherworking supplies. Don't have any light leather.
Greetings.
That would have just been too
What can I do for
useful.
You? Go with honor, friend.
But yeah, so that's going to require quite a bit of running around, more so even than getting all the quests for Blackrock, Ragefire Chasm was. Okay, Matthias, this is SI7. This is where this is sort of like we just read about this in the last episode. This is kind of like the Guild of Thieves. It's kind of funny little British MI6 sort of nod. Pretty cool. It's unfortunate that there's not like other equivalent things like this for the other factions.
Greetings.
Welcome to SI7 headquarters, Zerator. What business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man. This matter might be more complex than Stoutmantle realizes. The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for rebuilding Stormwind after the Orcs razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the king after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I've written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Takes the him at once. Great. So we have quite a back and forth going on. This is, where's our note here? This is Shaw's report. So we will read that as we fly back and forth. Holy cow. Jeez. That's technically a Westfall quest. So I don't know. I think maybe I sit on that for a little bit of time. I don't know that I'm going to go back there and do that today. So the other thing that happens over here in Old Town and in the Dwarven District specifically is this is where we can find. Do I need a mining trainer? Maybe. I mean, I can, but I can do my smelting and mining because we got to see what's going to happen for us for. We also should keep an eye out for a mace shop. And then we'll kind of just do, like I said, we'll do a cost analysis of what would be better. Because, quite frankly, this 3 damage hammer, like I have a level 12 character that uses two-handed weapons, a warrior, an arms warrior, and his axe that he uses is like 10 DPS. So the fact that he's getting 3 is just 2.50 stack. Ignore the auction house fees. I bought it all out anyways. So I don't know. Is that like a weird flex? Weird flex, bro. This is a forge. All right, so we're gonna forge this copper real quick, and then we are going to just see what we can see in terms of what we can buy. So what else do we have here? We have visit the herbalist. It says just so when you first get into the quests in Redridge, there's not a ton. The first as you walk in, this guy right here gives you a quest called Encroaching Knolls, and he says, "Hail, Paladin, I'm charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen Knoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering Knoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the Knolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage." Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Lakeshire. And then upon completion, you basically just go run over and say hi to this guy. It's like a mini breadcrumb. There are Redridge Knolls that close to Elwyn. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here's your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. He then goes on to say, We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Redridge 4 gnolls, harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they possess. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, Arator, and you will be rewarded. Excuse me, Arator, but we have a lot to keep our hands tied here. If you have nothing to report, then I must put my mind to other matters. Deputy Felden listens to your report. There's a sizable force of gnolls in camp there, and from what you tell me, they are tough ones. It must not have been easy for you to gather this intelligence. Here you are, Arator. We're grateful for your aid. He gives you 7 silver. And if you haven't already done so, speak with Marshal Maris and Magistrate Solomon within Lakeshire. Our situation grows ever more desperate. Those two will have need of you, I'm sure. And then he sends you in here to Lakeshire proper. You can kill the gnolls in these 3 areas. You have to kill a pretty big chunk of them, and that's really what took up the majority of my hour when I played through with these characters. There are a couple other quests. So specifically, we're on dry times, but one is a quick one called Hillary's Necklace. Hillary's Necklace, a boy on the dock that's just standing there says, my friend Hillary lost her necklace and we can't find it. We've been fishing all day right here and we looked around here already. The only thing I can think of is that it fell into the lake. Our parents don't want us to swim in the lake. Mom says there's some mean things underwater. But you look like you aren't scared of mean things. Could you find it for her, please? Hi, I miss my necklace. My daddy got it for her. Daddy says there are monsters in the lake. Did you beat up any monsters? No, there are no monsters in that portion of the lake. You just have to swim around for 30 seconds until you find the correct place. There's a bunch of potential spawn nodes. Just find which one it is. He says, thank you for finding my necklace, Mr. Paladin. You're very kind. My kitty thinks you too. Isn't that right? FC. FC. I wonder if this is if that's something. I also did a free lunch where you go back to the guard and you drop off your lunch. So you do a free lunch and he says, can you do me a favor? I've prepared a lunch for Guard Parker, but he's out on patrol. He's a big, strong Stormwind guard who can defend himself, but it's much too dangerous out there for a townsperson like me. So if you deliver his lunch for me, then come back here and I'll give you a free lunch. Parker patrols the stretch of road leading to Duskwood. So then you go back to him and then he says, Darcy sent me a lunch, did he? She has such a kind heart she has. Well, let's have it. Thanks, I could really use the meal. Guarding Lakeshire from the orcs and gnolls is tough work. You get nothing for this quest except for the quest Visit the Herbalist, which is what we have over here, and we'll talk about that in a second. So let's see what else we have to do. Let's see how our blacksmithing... I want whatever I can do for free. Where's my... There's an expert. I think Journeyman's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and make these rough stones, and then we'll see what else we can make for free. But notably, I want to see what we're going to need to have to build the two-handed mace. Because if we can have that, oh, gee golly whiz, that would be great. It would cost 10 silver to learn two-handed swords. It's also an option. Okay, so we got to 60.
You need something?
Jeez. Heavy copper maul. That's the strong one. That requires a 65, so we're going to need a little bit more. I don't think I even have. So, what? That's a bummer. I have no more grinding stones. That's 4. Really, that's it? All I have is 19? So we're screwed. Ladies and gents, we're screwed. We're not going to be able to do it. Because I don't see a way to get like 4 for each one of those. That's 8. 8. Like, if I could do some flux, I would. Weird flux, bro. See this, but I don't have the one light leather. This requires a lot. This is what I built with my other dude. Yeah, see, all of these require leather, flux, stuff like that. Okay, so should I do the 3 for 6? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so we're out of luck. So now we really are going to just look and see. Can I buy something? I don't know. And we'll sell these things. It's a shame. Because I need 65 to get there. Okay.
Have a good one. What can I do?
Bumsky Wumsky. Alright. Okay, she sells blacksmithing supplies. We can sell these 3, which as you can see, they sell for like nothing. And we'll do a little bit of cooking. So we will visit like a cooking person
Also at the end, I think there's a mining trainer. Could probably get some mining going on. I don't think so, actually. We got bronze. That's about as good as we can get right now. Alright, so that answers that question. Now, we do also have to go look and see what kind of paladin powers I can afford. And then once I've done that, like I said, we'll look at some cooking. What about first aid? Nope. 80 is the next threshold for first aid, so we're stuck there. Cooking is the only thing, especially once I buy some herbs, some whatever, spices. But let's see what kind of powers we have. And maybe, I don't know, now I'm like, I don't even think I want to bother messing with purchasing a hammer. I just gotta hope I find one. Now, training in a two-handed sword, but even that, I haven't found a better two-handed weapon. So if I find one, I could look into training myself in it, but I'm not gonna go. That costs 10 silver. I'm not really gonna mess with it too much, I think. Whatever. Now, while we're in here, we also do have to purchase some wine. I think the main cooking place is in the front. Let's check the paladin. Okay, so that's a first aid trainer. I know the paladins are like second-class citizens in this church. There's one. Not really. I guess they're just off the side room there. Okay. So as you can see, like, I already knew this is how this episode was going to go. It's going to be so much traveling that we're going to get very little actual questing.
Well met.
Okay, so I can get the next rank of Seal of Righteousness. I absolutely want that. It brings it from 20 to 60 mana. It brings my swing 4 to 14, so a pinch more. And when you burst it, it does 39 to 43. So a pinch more, but whatever. That's 31 silver. Half my freaking silver. Okay, Divine Protection rank 2 or Blessing of Freedom. Both are incredibly expensive. Okay, whatever. This is my one that protects me from physical attacks and spells. It does 6 seconds, so then it goes up to 8 seconds. But you can't attack yourself during that time. Blessing of Freedom. That's these. This one does immunity to movement impairing effects, so basically it lets you free yourself from snares. That's less important to me. So, okay, I'll learn the Seal of Righteousness, and I'm going to learn Divine Protection, and then that's it. We're basically broke, and I can't afford to sell anything else, so that's okay. Alright, so we will... Let's put those on the old spell book. Gives us a little something something. What did we get? We got a new Seal of Righteousness, and we got a new Divine Protection. Not a lot of options. It's so stupid. They just make them cost so much more. Like some of the other classes have so much extra stuff, and this one they're like, nah, we're just gonna charge you a bunch more. Yeah, screw it. I'm not even gonna mess with weapons. I don't care. Especially when I can't even afford my last move. Alright, so let's look at buying the Merlot. Right there is where we buy it. Good to know. This is Stone Talon. We don't need that. What is a Corruption Abroad? That is what's going to send you to Aberdeen. We are not doing that either. Okay, good to know. So those quests are fine. We don't need either one. I wish that Corruption Abroad had been available when I came. Maybe that's a Paladin only quest or something. But I'm not going to Aberdeen. Not anytime soon. Alright, so we'll look at some of these others here in a moment. Let's find out if we can find the cooking trainer. I think the Gilded Rose is where your cooking is at. I'm not 100% on that, but let's go ahead and check it out. If not, we can get some cooking done there. I thought there was like... Oh, no, it is not. Good. Maybe it's the Pig and Whistle, or... Remember. We're probably going to need to buy that other stupid wine. Okay, so let's find out the...
King's honor, friend.
Professions cooking. Okay, it's in this... Dang it, over there. Just running back and forth. Why would we not do that? Okay. This was definitely the longest part of our journey here. And I already... Yeah, this is kind of silly because this is what we're going to do. We're just going to run back and forth. We're not going to get any actual questing done other than the running around. So after this, it'll be a little easier because we're going to run out to Goldshire. That'll be the third keg. And then we will have to make a beeline run down to Darkshire and just make that work. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll pretty much survive. On our journeys, we'll read about some of these other quests. And that's about it. That's heavy-handed weapons. What's this say? Let's just see. He's a two-handed weapon merchant. Let's just, for curiosity's sake. We are not big enough boys for that. They cost level 30. We are not big boys. Alright, but in here is the cook. That dude up there sells some interesting things, but nothing that I care to splurge on right now. Let's cooking supplier. We know we need mild spices. And let's do the gourd tusk liver. And then we're going to do the dry pork ribs also. Yeah. I guess I'm going to cook the roasted boar meat. Why not? Should I buy one more spices? Yes, I should. And then I'll just trash the rest of them, and I guess I'll roast my boar meat for fun. And I should be able to sell a lot of this stuff. So this is 4 stamina and spirit. So I'm going to sell those. Even that paid for itself right there. Just these 2 pies paid for everything else. The dried pork ribs, that actually sells for a pretty decent amount too. Trash that. I don't care about carrying those around. And we'll read some of this other stuff. We have some walking to do, so. Alright, cool. Boom. 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 And then I'm on the fence, but we're going to just keep all the rest for now. I can sell those. Still not enough, though. We're still 20 silver shy of anything we might need.
What can I do for you?
Can I learn anything? Nope, not till 125. Okay, so cooking is whatever. A few more points up into the 90s. Once you get to 100, that opens up a couple recipes, too. Alright, so, and I'm pretty sure fishing we're good on. I don't need to even think about that. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm only at 50. I think I actually do need to level up my fishing. I won't do that on camera or anything, but that is something we need to do. Tailors. Not tailors like a person that makes yarn or whatever. Like a clothing person or a bag person. No, it's Taylor Swift's. Only people named Taylor. Oh, I see that. Ha 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 ha. They put Swift right in it. Tailors can only make Swift bags. Bah, 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 bah. Tailors can make them, but they're all red. So I'm not sure. Alright, so let's buy that wine. We need the cask of Merlot. Gotta make sure that we save ourselves enough. I think this is gonna be on the other side of the road here. I think we gotta go around. I think there's that little wine shop. Taylor. Where do I go to become one? I don't know. They had a concert recently. My daughter just went to the Taylor Swift concert in Tampa, so wherever she went next from there, go become a Swiftie. The Mage Quarter, maybe. Maybe that's where she's at. Okay, so here's a Merlot connoisseur. I would love to buy some 7 silver. Jeez.
The Alliance.
Woo! You better give me. I mean, you want a huge. It says that you're going to get a huge sack of gold. You better give me a huge sack of gold. Holy freak! Okay, we have 2 of our bottles of wine. We need moonshine and sweet rum, and there is a pretty solid chance we're going to have to like work for this stuff. I hope we get some gold or something. All right, so let's talk to this guy in Stormwind and continue. So meanwhile, once you get the letter from the guy, he says, before you go back to Darcy, can you bring her some flowers for me? You can get them at the herbalist shop back in Lakeshire at the west end of town. But when you get the flowers, don't tell the herbalist Marty whom they're from or whom they're for. So this dude is either like a player and he's trying to talk to multiple women. Either way, hey, I go buy some flowers for your girl.
Light be with you.
What have you there? At ease, Paladin. Magistrate Solomon is a noble leader. His words carry great weight with me. I shall seek the counsel of the king and make the situation clear to him. Ensure the good judge that he has the Stormwind army's support. Reinforcements will be sent as soon as word is given from His Majesty. Messenger Stormwind continued, while I wait for a response from the king, I want you to carry this letter to Magistrate Solomon. Dismissed, called Paladin.
Be careful.
So he's just sending me back. That's just for whatever reason. A breadcrumb to and from Stormwind. In case you want to, I don't know. This is the general's response. Honorable Magistrate Solomon, I mourn alongside with you for the dead. I shall see to it personally that the king is made aware of the situation, and it is my fondest hope that I can bring reinforcements to Lakeshire. His Majesty has been scarce of late and acts rather oddly. I share this with you in confidence. Until then, General Marcus Jonathan, Kingdom of Stormwind. Isn't His Majesty little boy? So who the heck knows? Oh, as we go to through Duskwood, it looks like this we can just like cross over the lake. But we need to go right there. Bottle of moonshine. So we're gonna it looks like right where that delta is, so we're gonna kind of have to move along. And whatever, we're gonna sell whatever we can. Okay, I do have a silver bar I can sell too. It's worth 1 silver. I might have to. I don't know what else to do. I might have to. I just don't know. Well, let's find out, I guess, how much this keg is going to cost us. I cannot believe they're sending us to buy all this super expensive stuff. Because now I'm already broke. I'm down to 4 silver. If this thing's 7 silver too, we're already going to be rubbing 2 pennies together to find out how to make it work. Alright, so we are going to be purchasing... Oh, this is another quest called The Price of Shoes. So while you're in Lakeshire, we have a note from Werner. I didn't even realize this one was to Goldshire. Okay, so this is... Nope, wrong one. This is... where is that? Werner's note. So there's a note that says, Argus, as you know, I'm up to my neck in repair requests from the army. I can't complain about all the work, but it's depleting my supply of iron. I don't have enough iron for horseshoes. I know you always keep a large stock. I'd like to borrow 50 pairs of shoes until I get my next shipment of iron. You have my gratitude, Werner. So the quest that's about is called The Price of Shoes. It says, take Werner's note to Smith, Argus, and Goldshire. I've been using so much iron keeping the Stormwind guards outfitted, I don't have enough to supply the stable's horses with shoes. Take this note to Blacksmith, Argus, and Goldshire. It explains to him my problem and requests a shipment of horseshoes. Okay, so right there. Will you pay me something, please? Is that Werner sent you say? Well, give me his note and speak up. Little Werner needs some shoes, does he? Okay, I'll give him his 50 horseshoes. Yeah, they're all boxed up and ready to go. Tell Werner it was a pleasure doing business, and be sure he reads the note attached in his crate. We will read it on the way back. We do not have time for that. Let's get the wine instead. I wish these people would pay me for my errands. I guess it doesn't make sense that that dude would pay me, but... Okay, let's buy... What is it now? We need a bottle of... moonshine? A skin of sweet rum.
Hey there.
So, the skin of sweet rum. 6 silver. Everyone in your family should die. So I need, is it 6 even? 6 pretty much. I need 2 more silver. Okay, I'm selling the spider ichor and the boar's intestines. That will help some. What else can I sell? I can sell this silver bar. Okay, I'm a few cents off now. Sell this mana potion. Oh my gosh, I need 4 copper. I don't want to sell those as request items. Actually, I don't want to even sell this. I don't want to sell the milk. I'll sell this 1 copper bar. Should I? How about I could sell 1 rough grinding stone. Let's do that. Okay, we'll sell that. Okay. Wow. So I am straight broke now.
See you around.
So we're going to have to kill some monsters just to sell to buy it on the way, which is okay because there's the spiders that we need. All right, so we've done 3 out of the 4 liquor bottles. Now we're going to beeline south and then make our way across the Duskwood. And while we're going to kill spiders as we go, because we obviously need, we can just, it looks like we can probably bet on this costing around 6 silver. So we're going to need to somehow gather enough stuff to make 6 silver. And I've just sold everything to my name. I mean, I could probably gather another couple silver together, but it's going to be tight. I mean, I literally have 1 copper. I literally couldn't rub 2 pennies together right now. Any new players in it? I could use a 6-slot bag, but I'm not going to go begging for one. I'll just make it work anyway. I'll make life work without one. We need to maybe veer off this way a little bit. I did that quest actually with my wife. That's a little place where you can do some rogue stuff. Holy Schmidt needs a bag. I need 2 more bags. I wish that bag, hopefully that bag of coins that he gives me, once I've emptied all the coins out, can serve as like an actual bag. There's a bear. Now I don't need the bear meat anymore because I was saving bear meat in case I could get like make those sausages, but then I just had to sell my sausage ingredients instead. Alright, so we're gonna swim across. Need to fish. What if I don't think I can even fish in Lakeshore. I think you need at least, like, I think I need to get to 75. What is this? It's like a shield stuck in the ground. This is the old darkened bank. I don't need wolves. I need spiders. But if we have to fight wolves, we can. Yep, one's coming for me already. Hey, let's see if at least we can gain some DPS because of the better judgment. Oh, great. Not ideal. Okay, let's try healing myself and see if we can live. Okay, let's try healing myself again. It's tough. Ouch. Okay, maybe I can survive this. Doesn't look like it. It's going very well. Hitting me. I might have to bust out my lay on hands already. See if I can heal. Gonna bought me some more time, I guess. I'm gonna only use lay on hands. This thing is just brutal. Gosh. I just can't hit, ever. He's just so slow with the stupid axe. I gain 1 lean wolf flank. I guess I'll drink one of my milks, too. Okay, so that was brutal, back to back. You think I have time to run to BB by 7:35, Booty Bay, or one to that island instead? I don't know what that's all about. I'm guessing BB means Booty Bay, though. And not like... He's not like chatting up like, "Hey, BB. How you doing, BB? I need spiders." I mean, if I don't get the spiders here, it's not like the end of the world. I'll take the XP. Wolves. Annoying as anything. Definitely do more damage with this swing, but... So this thing's just dodging me left and right. It's so slow, too. It's such a slow hammer. Do a little healing. Do you like that, BB? I don't see. I mean, they're killing wolves, which is cool, but there's a dead spider. Whatever. I'll just kind of hug the shore some. I'm killing them because I was thinking like, oh yeah, this will be. I can get some things to sell, but no, I've literally gotten one piece of wolf meat so far. 3 wolves in, and I don't know what that wolf meat's going to sell for. I doubt it's going to sell for 6 silver. Okay, so take that. Ish. Where I look, there's another wolf. I saw a wolf just popping out of the bushes. It's a combination, like I just don't have the spirit to rejuvenate the mana in the way that I want. I don't know what I'll do here. There's a spider, that's what I actually need, that thing.
It's too far away.
I mean, this zone's a little bit high level for me too. Clearly. Okay, he has now poisoned me. Great. Just what I love. Heal up right now. I don't even want to risk it. Hey, let's see what we got going on. It doesn't say how much nature damage is inflicted every 3 seconds. Okay, I got a gooey spider leg. That is not the kind of material that I want. There's also a copper vein up here. Here's someone using a wand. I like wands. I wish my paladin could do something that would increase his DPS. Seriously has the DPS of an idiot. Great. And like even when I felt like, oh yeah, I have a good amount of copper. No. I can build like 3 belts. Don't want to fight that level 20. What's this? Can't fight that.
I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet.
Can't cast that yet. Don't even think about it. How close are we? Oh, no I didn't. I was gonna say, did I... We have to get right there, so we still have a little bit of journey ahead of us. Dang it, don't poison me. Can't believe I sold my bandages. What else are my other options?
Still recharging.
Got a spider, Icker. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna... At this point, I feel like I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with these guys. They're so bad. He is so bad. Erator is so bad at this game of life. Dang it. Oh, it's 22? No thanks. He will run my pants off. Green Recluse? Not fighting these things. Used mana potion, but... Oh, man. Yeah, the pygmy venom web spiders, sure. He's gonna die. Yeah, he's missing. Why not? I need to get out. Might as well pop my cooldowns. It's better than dying. That's literally all they're there for. Have a drink of milk. Get my mana back. I guess I can go hit that road over there. If I can make it to that road, I can maybe make my way down. This is not the place to be hunting my stuff. It does look like this road will lead us back into Redridge, which is cool. Yeah, we just gotta hit the road. I don't know. Yeah, see, like these pygmies, I feel like I can fight them.
I need to get closer.
This is more reasonable. Especially like a level 19. Okay, it's only one level above. He's just so bad. His weapon, his DPS, is so bad. Can't hit for crap. I mean, his armor class, I guess, is okay, but when he spends 8 years fighting every monster... Got a second crisp spider meat, I'll take that. His armor... I mean, 870 is decent armor. You know, that's even without a shield. 19 pygmy. I feel like I'm not even... I'm just gonna wait until I get full juices. That's a 19 pygmy. Okay, let's see what we got here.
I'm out of range.
Okay. Make sure that wolf doesn't come over. Because as we saw, like fighting two at once is nearly suicidal. Okay. This one is just a regular, it's not a pygmy, and he's not poisoning me, so I like that. Oh my gosh, he resisted. I got a third crisp spider meat though. Okay. Dead. What is this? Foot sweat? How is he a gnomish mage? He's Furbolg form. Yeah, I'm gonna just drink up my milk, I guess. Because I want to be able to fight, and his spirit is just so... And this even gives me an increase of 4 spirit. This one's only 18. Love it even more. So actually we're getting into a slightly better, like easier part of the woods. Alright, so we did need to... I think I'm gonna cool it off on the reading here. I mean on the fighting. And let's read this other stuff. So this crate of horseshoes, he says, a note is attached to the crate. It reads, Werner, sorry to hear Redridge is having such trouble. Here are... Oh, this is level 20. Okay. Here are shoes. Here are the shoes you need. Please pay me 100 silver at your earliest convenience. Or if you like, you can pay me in underbelly scales from Black Dragon whelps. I hear dragon whelps are a common... I hear dragon whelps are common in the Redridge Mountains because we're friends. 4 scales will be enough. Thanks, Argus. Okay, so that's what Argus says. And we have made our way to the road. We finally made it to the Duskwood Road. I do not want to fight that green recluse. Screw that. We're not getting any silver, but I am getting some things I can sell. I just don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I literally don't know what we can. I can't sell. I can sell some of this stuff, so that's good. I can sell that, but like this stack is all I've got to actually sell. Not a lot. We just hopefully it's cheap. That's the only thing I can hope for. Otherwise, I mean, maybe if there's some skeletons or something nearby, we can fight them, and then we're gonna have to turn around and walk back up this way, the way back out. Okay, we've discovered Darkshire, so that's good. Lordy, can I cook any of this stuff? Not on its own. Because sometimes that makes it worthwhile. Yeah, the spider ichor is part of that. No. Okay, so where is the... There's the thing up here. In this inn is where the material is that we need.
Good day to you.
Okay, so let's see how much this costs. 11 silver. You've got to be freaking kidding me. I can sell my wool cloth for 3 silver. Oh, that spider pelt sold for 6. That's good. That sells for 6 too? Well, that's dope. Okay. We're in business. I can't believe those things sold for 6 silver each. Thank you, sweet Mother Mary. Let's pick up the flight path while we're in this town too, since we hoofed it all the way over here. We might not want to have to do that again, and then we can walk back. So that's good. We've done that big quest. So what else do we have? There was 1 or 2 other quests that I completed. There's 1. I think there's only 1 that I already completed. Hey, look, we can actually probably... We can fly back to Lakeshore. It costs 2 silver. Just about what we have.
Farewell.
Let's do it.
Help?
Okay.
Be careful.
So, the other quest that we actually completed already was not that one. No, we're doing all that right now. Not that. No, we're doing that. No, Lost Tools. Okay, so Lost Tools is another one that was a quick one shot that I did. It says, so this guy right here wants you to swim there. There's like 2 murlocs guarding it, like not even directly guarding it, just kind of in the way. You might have to fight 1 or 2 murlocs. It says, I could really use a hand here, Erator. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs hit it with a catapult. Just my luck, my toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, Erator, and I'll make it worth your while. Were you able to find my tools? Excellent recovery. I never thought I'd see these tools again. And he gives you 2 medium armor kits. I guess I used those already. Yeah, reinforced armor 16 and 16. Okay, so that is it. We did pick up these other quests, which we can read about like on completion of them. But that really was the whole hour running around to get all this liquor and just talking to these other things in just all these like breadcrumb or whatever, like globe-trotting quests. So meanwhile, while we're here, actually I'm not even going to pick up any other quests right now. We're just going to turn in the ones we have and be done with it. But if you look, we actually got a few that we finished. So return to Werner.
Hey there.
Great, you're back. Did you get the shoes? Thank you. This really helps me out. What's this? Argus sent a note with the crate. What? Argus wants me to pay him? Ah, well, Erator. Thank you for your help. Okay, so he's going to give us more quests, which we will read about next time. I'm not even going to pick them up right now. And we'll just have to remember to do the same with our other quests because we're kind of behind on which ones we're going to complete. So I'm not going to pick new ones up.
Well,
Magistrate Solomon, we have the message to Stormwind. Did the General send news? Our reinforcements on the way. Thank you for your time, Paladin. For your service to Lakeshire and Stormwind, I reward you with these coins. Now, if you'll excuse me, I find this correspondence somewhat of a mystery. Something is amiss in our kingdom. I fear this is the beginning of conflict, not the end. And he has a messenger to Westfall quest available. We'll mess around with that. I think he's talking about the fact that the guy was like, the king's been acting weird. Something is amiss, I agree. We'll have to do an exploration of this town coming up here soon too, but... Oh, the dry time.
Safe travels.
Yeah, let me just sell my liquor I just freaking sold. I would just cry. I would cry myself to sleep. Alright, here, I brought you all this liquor, bro.
what can I do for you?
I need you to pick up a keg of Thunderbrew Lager from the Grimboo's Thunderbrew in the Westfall Hills, a cask of Merlot from Stonewind, a bottle of moonshine from Darkshire, and a skin of sweet rum from Goldshire. It goes back to me, and I will see to it you're rewarded. A job well done, Erator. I know well the road you had to journey to procure this fine array of liquor. It's a worse back than I have. But my patrons will be happy once again. My wife is quite a seamstress. Please accept this cloak she made in return for your services.
Go with honor, friend.
I hate you. Where's my sack of gold? Where's my booty? Where's the bulging coin purse? Bro? Oh, right there.
36 silver. Okay. I'm sad that I didn't get the bag to go with it, but I will take the 36 silver. That will allow me to buy my other move on my journeys around. And then finally, let's get the flowers from the herbalist. And we might be able to finish this little chain off, but I'm not going back far for it. So we'll have to explore the town on another episode too. This one was a globe-trotting quest to do some random things for
Can I help you?
Redridge. Hail, Erator. Welcome to my humble garden. The weather has been perfect lately. Let's hope it holds steady for a ripe harvest. You need a bouquet of flowers. You haven't been in town very long. Have you already found yourself a sweetheart here? I know I shouldn't pry, but it's nice to see that love is in the air, especially in dangerous times like these. Here is your bouquet. I choose daffodils for you. They're my favorite.
Safe travels.
Okay, she has another quest which we won't pick up, but we will continue this chain and deliver the daffodils, because they will give us some sauteed sunfish. We need spotted sunfish. I don't think that counts because sauteed is going to be like a recipe. There were some missing corporal Keishan. That's a sign. We'll read all that later. And here's the girl. She's shirtless. Hello again, Erator. Did Parker like the lunch I sent him? Oh, those are lovely. I can't wait to put them in some water, but these are Marty's favorite flowers. Parker didn't have you go to that jealous vixen for this bouquet, did he? You didn't tell her who they were for, did you? If you did, then it wouldn't surprise me if she poisoned them. Oh, but it's not your fault. Thank you, and here's your meal.
See you around.
My meal is 10 fish. What are you? Okay. Thanks for the sauteed sunfish, which I will sell. Alright, so we have all kinds of things to do over Redridge. I think it'll be okay. It's a lot safer to quest here. We do have some other things, and we have a bunch to pick up, but we will do all of that the next time that we quest in this area. Actually, it will be the next time we quest, and we will be with, we'll do it with Old Nessingbury when we get to that point. Thank you everyone so much for watching and listening. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.